Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, what the hell are you doing? Come on now. Show some love, hit that like button, hit that sub button. You can wait till the end of the video, you know, if you're new and you haven't decided, like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why would I want to subscribe? Hit that sub button. Come on now, do your boy a favor. Today, we're going to be getting into the best snipe filters this week in NBA 2K23 Myteam. We got some bangers. Packs just dropped. The end game dropped. If you guys haven't watched my market crash video, make sure you go watch that so you understand everything that's going on with the market. And that's going to help you get into these snipe filters a lot deeper. Obviously, there's a ton of snipe filters in this game. I had to narrow it down. So I narrowed it down to about 10 of them that I think are going to do you the best and give you your best chance of making MT. Because that's, you know, that's obviously the goal. Especially if you want endgame KD. Gonna have to choke up about 1 million MT to get his ass, so you gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying, get in there and start making some MT. So here we are getting into the first one. It is going to be a card that I have nothing but good words about. This is a card, honestly, that if you do snipe him for a good enough price, it's almost worth keeping him. This is going to be easily one of the best point guards in the game for at least the next couple of weeks. It's going to be Scotty Barnes. He's ending close to 40K, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to set your filter at 30,000 even, and you're going to buy anything that pops up. If you guys don't know how to snipe, I do have a video. It's from last year, but it's pretty much the same thing. Go watch that video. You're going to set your maximum bid. Go into that, 10,000. Oh, I fucking missed him. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough. I was not expecting them to pop up. Not on the first refresh, I wasn't. But go ahead and do that. As you guys can see, this filter's obviously on fire. Already had one pop up for 10,000. I missed him because I clearly suck. I ain't gonna lie. I had no clue what I was looking at there. I was like, oh, shit. And then I realized, I was like, oh, I got to snipe him. And then I missed him. But as you can see, this pack is obviously, or this snipe filter is obviously really good. Those packs did actually really help us with snipe filters. Just as soon as that end game hit the market, just people just want to sell. So the more people that are selling, the more cards that are going up for cheap. And that's pretty much why we're seeing so many snipes this weekend. A lot of people doing really good on snipe filters. Next one is going to be the Heat Wave Ralph Sampson. You're going to set your buyout at 60K. He's selling upwards of 70, mid-70s. So set it at 60 just because after that 10%, got to make sure you're making a good enough profit. You can kind of play with it just a little bit. If you mess with the actual maximum buyout, it'll load just a little bit quicker than the maximum bid. But the maximum bid, messing with that does help the loading screen go away just a little bit quicker. Refresh that by anything you see on this Ralph Sampson card at 60,000. Once again, another one of those cards where if you get them for the right price, actually a really, really solid card. Getting into the next one is actually going to be a card that we got this weekend. It is going to be this Mark Eaton card. Another one that honestly, if you get them at a good price, might be somebody worth keeping, depending on who your centers are. If you already have a Yao Ming or a Rick Smits or a Ralph Sampson, I'd say stick with what you got. But this is also a really, really good tall center. He's got a good jump shot and just overall a solid card. He is going for about 55, 50K. Set your buyout at 40K. Play with your maximum bid. Buy anything that you see. Gonna make yourself a good amount of MT on this one. These are gonna be the best one because the packs just dropped. Ton of people pulling these packs. Everybody wants to get endgame KD. Ton of people pulling the packs. The more people pulling packs means the more people that are gonna pull Eaton, and they're gonna sell them because they wanted KD and they couldn't get him. Getting into the next one, this one's gonna be kind of generic, but it's just going to be the 500 filter. Another one of those filters that you're just gonna buy anything you see. I don't even mess with the maximum bid on this. Just doesn't really make too much sense to me. I mean, you can if you really want to, but I just like to leave it at 500. Just refresh as quick as possible because with this filter, when something pops up, it is going to go really quick. I mean, there's a lot of people sitting on this filter, so just remember this is going to be one of those filters that you're going to have a lot of competition on. Getting into the next one, it is going to be dark matter cheapest dark matter right now is about 5,500. It's going to be Rondo. Set your buyout at either 4,000 or 3,500. Buy anything you see. Obviously you could get crazy lucky and see an invincible or an end game. You never know. Odds are pretty low there, but I mean, if you saw like a Mark Eaton, a Scotty Barnes, or Ralph Sampson, any of those expensive dark matters, obviously going to be a huge win, but you're probably going to see a lot of Rondos, a lot of Kyries, a lot of cards like that. But if you set it at 3,500, then your profit's actually going to be pretty decent on that. If it's at 4,000, your profit is still going to be marginal. You're going to make something. You'll probably make like 400 or 500 MT, which is nothing crazy. But for the people who are budget players, you just have to look at that as a win. Getting into the next one, this is also going to be another one for the more budget players. This one's just going to be Galaxy Opal cheapest. So you're going to set your maximum buyout to 2,500, and you're going to buy anything you see. This is another one. I think the cheapest Galaxy Opal right now is 3,200. So it's not going to make you a ton of MT. If you want to go down to 2,000, you can. But there are still some Galaxy Opals that are expensive. The first one to come to mind would be the Eclipse Yao Ming. A lot of the Giannis's still hold some value. There are other ones too that still have some value, so you still could get lucky here and make a really good amount of MT off this filter. Getting into the next one, we're going to get back into player specific filters. This one is going to be Dark Matter Andre Kirilenko, a really good card as well. Might even be another one that's worth keeping. If you got one with extra badges for a snipe, then I definitely would say that that'd be worth keeping. Check on the badges, see what they are. If they're good badges that he needs, keep them. If they're just badges that are there, sell them and just buy one with the regular amount of badges. But put your maximum buyout to 40,000, maximum bid to 100,000, and buy anything you see. This card's in the mid 50s right now, so this is going to make you a good chunk of change. Even after the 10%, you'll be taking home about 6,000 or 7,000 MT on each one. Obviously, you can get them for lower than 40k, so you can get even more MT than that. But buy anything you see on that filter. Getting into the next one, we're going to go with a specific theme. This is going to be the Rush set, and you're just going to go for the cheapest one, which the cheapest ones right now are at about 7,000 to 8,000. So set it at 4,500. You can set it at 5,000 if you're not seeing anything, but set it at 4,500 and buy anything you see. Another really good filter, because if you guys have not paid attention to the prices of the Rush cards this week with George Mikan, I want to say Andrew Wiggins is on there, and you also have, there was a point guard too, maybe it's Gary Payton, I don't know, but there's actually some really high prices. John Wall was the point guard. These cards are actually going for a lot. If you get a Draymond, you're going to make some MT off that, but George Mikan and John Wall are actually really expensive. I don't know why, but they are. And these next ones are going to be for the My Team crackheads, you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys just, you can't resist. This is just going to be the Invincible buyout filter. You got to have some crazy patience to sit on this. I give each filter about 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm moving on. But if you got an hour, 2 hours of your life to spend on this, it's not an awful idea. I mean, you'll probably eventually see one. The odds of you getting one's even lower. But if you did get one, obviously that'd be insane. I mean, just a huge come up. So you're just going to put your theme to Invincible, minimum buyout to 500. So that makes it where you'll see any of them that go out for a buyout. Like I said, if you do get one, that'd be crazy. But what's even crazier is if you did this next filter, which the odds of this happening are super low. But you go to endgame, minimum buyout 500, and you just buy any buyout KD you see. This one's pretty unlikely. The Invincibles, at least there's like, what, 10 to 15 Invincibles? Maybe a little bit more than that at this point. Maybe there's like 20 Invincibles in the game. So you do have a little bit more of an option here. This one's only KD. So if you're really feeling yourself, you can go give the end game a shot. But I highly doubt it. KD's ending so high. I feel like nobody in this game is dumb enough to throw one up for cheap. Seems like he's ending at 670. But I guarantee that card's going to be getting closer to 1 million by the end of it. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop a like. If there's any snipe filters you know, help other people out, throw some good snipe filters in the comment. I'll make sure I pin them. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and I'm out.